My man Zach freezes his punch before he hits Daniel. My man's like 3 minutes past round one. My man, this man, this is by far the coldest moment that Zach pretty much did in this freaking arc, bro. Man basically making it out to be a freaking boxing ring. Like he's in a freaking boxing match. Squad! How's it going, Squad Nation? It's your boy. And today, we are back with more Lookism. Where's my camera crooked? There we go. Whatever. Anyways, we're back with more Lookism. And you see the title. It's basically J-High Civil War Part 1. Now listen, this is J-High Civil War Part 1. Now like I said, this is like a little sub-arc contained in the actual arc of Lookism's Hostel arc, okay? I know how this looks, but listen, bro. And the reason why I'm even putting it as Part 1 is because there's 3 other parts, okay? There's 3 other fights we need to look at, okay? But this is just Part 1 of that. And what better way to start Part 1 off than to talk about the rematch of the century. Daniel Park versus Zach Lee. Now, if you guys have watched the anime, or even went or have read from Part 1 all the way up to now, then you guys know about Zach and Daniel's little cuffs, okay? The little first ever fight against each other. But back then, Daniel was still trying to seek purpose, while Zach was still Zach, you know what I'm saying? He was still a bully. But now, both of them are pretty much teaming together to take down the 4 major crews, which again, this all takes place in the Hostel arc. Just, this is more like a self-contained sub-arc of a J-High Civil War type versa, okay? And the reason why I call it a J-High Civil War is because everybody in J-High basically invaded freaking Hostel. Now, to give you guys some context, basically, this actually takes place after Daniel and the rest of them took down God Dog. They heard about, the Runaway Fam, which is pretty much like an affiliate to Hostel, basically. And basically it's like a bunch of kids who run away from home, obviously from their families, to create an actual family with each other. You can use your imagination how that works, okay? But basically, and they go there for a lot of reasons, okay? There's a lot of reasons why both Daniel, Zach, and a couple others go to Hostel to pretty much invade there and vice versa. Obviously to take it down because they're part of the 4 major crews. But the second reason is actually because of a girl named Jasmine Huh. Now, Jasmine ran away from home, and her father pleaded both Daniel and the rest of them to bring her back. So basically, they went to Hostel. Zach actually found Jasmine. The rest of them were doing crazy other shit. And Jasmine tells Zach the reason why she ran away from home is to get away from her father. Because apparently her father molests her when he's drunk. A lot. Now, keep in mind, this is something I want to put in before I go forward with this, is that Jasmine has been infamously known to lie. She's always been a liar to a standard degree to always get attention and vice versa. So at first, Zach doesn't believe this outrageous claim that she pretty much puts out. At Farios, he actually gets pissed off at her to even say that about her dad. But as he continued to look at her mannerisms and her body language, he actually realized that she's actually telling the truth, that this isn't a freaking lie. She's actually being honest right here. Daniel catches up to Zach and finds Jasmine, but Zach for some dumb reason, doesn't want to express the fact that, or pretty much explain this amount of context that he basically got put on. He decides, instead of telling Daniel the truth of why Jasmine ran away and have like a good conversation with him, he decides to fucking fight him, which is insane. But I don't know if this I don't know why. To be fair, I really have no idea why Zach even did this. I mean, I guess he did because he didn't want to, like, this truth to be put out there, or to pretty much make Daniel feel like, some type of way, or whatever the case may be, because Daniel was more focused on taking down the 4 major crews, and this, with the whole Jasmine situation, gave him more motivation to do so. But again, who freaking knows at this point? The main bottom line to it is Zach and Daniel have their ultimate rematch. And it's... oh, Jesus. As I said before, Daniel arrives and basically tells Zach that, hey, yo, man, I don't know what you planning right now, but we were tasked to bring freaking Jasmine back to her pops. So open the damn door, or at least tell me why you don't want me to take her back. And Zach is just like, nah, bro, I can't tell you. And first and foremost, let me say this right freaking now. The artists know what the fuck they were doing with this shit. I don't know what seriously, there is a lot in Lookism. And this is not even Lookism. There's some sus-ass moments in the viral hit too, bro. Like, the close-up in this is the positioning. Stop. For real. And my man Daniel was like, hey, yo, bro, since when the hell you were so, like, believing in Jasmine and shit like that? You always said that she was a big-ass liar. And my man Daniel's like, right now, you just taking freaking Hostel's side. And my man Zach is just like, bitch, I ain't taking nobody's side except Jasmine. Like you said, you believe what her dad said, but I'll believe in Jasmine right now. And at this point, he's making it so goddamn vague and stuff like that. And basically said, hey, yo, if you want to take Jasmine back, then put your dukes up right now. And then my man Daniel was like, all right, motherfucker, I get you wanted to fight. I swore I was going to destroy the 4 major crews. But if I have to go through you just to get to her, then by all means, let's go for it right now. And my man Zach is like, all right, I knew you say that, my boy. Let's get started. And Daniel was going to use the exact same gut punch to knock Zach out completely, but my man Zach, you gotta remember, my man Zach has been training, okay? This ain't part 1, all right? This ain't part 1 where some of the fights are just pretty much one and done like that. No, this is part 2 now. This is part 2 Zach right now. And Zach, he can actually take some punishment, right? So anyways, this is basically just a dogfight right now where these motherfuckers going neck and neck, but Zach is actually going on the goddamn offensive right now. Just punishing this man. Just hitting him with the 3-piece, the 4-piece, the 6-piece. This man Zach is just going massively freaking crazy right now. But my man Zach freezes his punch before he hits Daniel. My man's like 3 minutes past round 1. My man, this is by far the coldest moment that Zach pretty much did in this freaking arc, bro. Man basically making it out to be a freaking boxing ring. Like he's in a freaking boxing match. He's beating the brakes off of this man Daniel. And as he was beating the brakes off him, he basically counted like 3 minutes on his freaking head. And he's like, all right, round 1, back to my corner, time to take a break. Some shit like that. Like, bro, Zach, man had literally the advantage to take Daniel out right there. But my man decided, hey, 3 minutes up. Let's take a little quick break. Like, bro, That's just insane. And my man Daniel's like, bro, did you really want to fight me this bad right now? Just so you could act out this little boxing match of yours and shit like that? And my man Zach's like, yeah, bruh. I wanted to beat you up one day or another, sooner or later. And my man Daniel's like, all right, bruh. Let's go. Round 2. And this man Daniel just starts to dash, bro. Zach and me is like, hey, yo, shit, this man actually copying me. And this is where pretty much, as we can see right now, is where Daniel's copying ability is pushed onto full display right now. But the crazy thing is, Daniel is just mixing it up as he's going along. He mixes up with the boxing and then uses that Kuroshin karate, bro. And just fucks my man Zach up, bro. And funnily enough, that Zach is now on the receiving end right now. And Daniel's like, hey, yo, bro, you out the freaking ring. Step back in. This my man Daniel's like, you did the exact same shit to me, so let me do the exact same shit to you. Get back in the ring, motherfucker. Let's fight. Like, nigga. I'm fucking dead, nigga. Daniel, this... Bro. It goes from a little bit of disrespect to respect in the back and forth. Like, bro... It's insane, bro. Like, goddamn. And again, this rematch of theirs are just constantly just intensifying. Like, they are just going back and forth, fisticuffing each other, just bodying each other, bro. Godforsaken Creed. But sadly, this rematch will be ultimately short-lived because, as per expected, this was during when Big Deal and Hostel and a bunch of others were pretty much like still close connected with each other in terms of 4 major cruises and stuff like that. They were still like, had some type of unisense in a sense, okay? Kind of like working together and just like, you know what I'm saying? And Jake, who again was still, a little bit of a bad guy at this point in time, left his ultimate secret weapon for Hostel to take down pretty much the J-High, crew. And that was the albino Shaq himself, Jerry fucking Kwan. Like, this man is built like a bro. Like I said in many recent chapters that Bosco is built like a fucking brick house. But this man, Jerry Kwan, is on some built massively fucking different, my boy. I'll speak to him. I'll cover a whole video on him in later down the road. But bro, just know that Jerry Kwan is a demon. And if you catch me with the read-alongs of recent chapters I've done in Lookism, you know how deadly this man is. But yeah, and that was pretty much it for part 1 of Lookism's J-High Civil War. Now, I would have covered Jerry Kwan's involvement, how that fight turned out, but a couple things. One, he actually comes in after the whole J-High Civil War, like, arc that's in the Hostel arc. That's one. And two, I'm literally covering part 1 of this J-High Civil War, so this is not going to be the first time I'm going to cover it. This is going to be the first of many fights I'm going to cover it in this sub arc, okay? There's 3 parts basically. I already covered part 1, which was basically Daniel and Zach. But now I got to cover part 2, which is Jay and not Darius. No, not him. Not that sus motherfucker. Jay and Logan, and then there's going to be Vasco and Vin Chin. If you guys are excited for those fights, let me know in the comments down below. But all in all, that will be pretty much it. Like this video, comment down below, share this video across as you can, and subscribe if you know my channel. This is Bless Like signing out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.